Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Kayla, and in today's video I will be sharing with you guys what to expect when starting locks with two-strand twists. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So one of the things you want to expect when starting locks with two-strand twists is unraveling. I think that's a pretty obvious expectation, but in the beginning and even now, I do still experience some unraveling, especially on wash day. And the great thing about having two-strand twists is all you have to do is twist it back up. So the second thing to expect is frizziness. I think this is something that whether you start with two-strand twists or coils or braids or anything, you will have some frizziness. In the beginning of my lock journey, up until about month 4 or 5, I had a lot of frizziness, and now I've come to accept it. I actually really like the frizziness. I feel like it adds a lot of character to the lock and it makes them look very full, which I really like. What can you do about the frizziness? I know a lot of people some people palm roll. That's a good way. I like to wrap the hair around the lock just because my lock isn't fully matured. So palm rolling, it doesn't really work. But over time, as the hair actually forms into a lock, the frizziness will definitely go down. So should I cut the frizzies? Do not cut the frizzies, guys. When you cut the frizzies, you could damage or weaken the lock. So I would say do not. I would suggest do not cut the frizzies. One thing to expect when starting locks in general is you are going to have some shrinkage. My hair texture, I have type 4 hair, mostly 4A in the front and 4C on like the back and the sides. So I experience a lot of shrinkage. Another thing to expect when starting locks with two-strand twists is expect to see the two-strand twist pattern for quite some time. If you've been following my channel from the very beginning, you know I've been locked now for about 7 months, and I can still see the two-strand twist pattern in my locks. It is slowly diminishing, but it does take time, so please be very patient about that. Another thing to expect is bunching, and so I talked about this in my last video, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert that clip right now. At the beginning of our lock journey, I was just so eager to see budding, like, oh my god, where's the budding, where's the budding, where's the budding, that sometimes we can confuse budding with bunching, and I've experienced more bunching than I have budding. So let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Like right here, I don't know if y'all can see that, but right here, that is not budding, you guys. That is bunching. That's all bunching. Right here, more particularly, that is bunching. That is not budding. So when I have that problem, I just try to like smooth it back down and like pull the lock down. I've had to do that with several of my locks, and that has really helped. Unfortunately, this one, this is the same one. Unfortunately, there are a few that I'm unable to unbunch. So I really wanted to put that out there, that sometimes we're so excited to see changes in our locks and we mistake it for the wrong thing. And I think that's what I was doing. I was mistaking the bunching for budding. So to eliminate that, I would just say, like, take a lock and just try to pull it down. And it's best to do it on wet hair, but it just makes the locks look more uniform as they really start to form and lock. One thing to expect when starting locks in general is expect to use a lot less products. When I was a loose natural, I had a lot of products. I was a product junkie. Like every other weekend, I was going to buy new conditioners, new deep conditioners, a whole product line, creams and puddings, and you name it, I was buying it. Now that I have locks, I don't even use half of those products. And I actually had to give more than half of them away to one of my friends because I don't deep condition my hair. I don't use any thick creams or liquids or conditioners or leave-in conditioners. And what's that other one? Hair creams. I don't know. I don't use any of them. The only thing I use on my hair is shampoo and oil. That's it. I don't know how much of a product junkie you can be with shampoo and oil, but I don't know. So expect to use a lot less products. Less is more. Less is more. That is a very powerful statement when you're on your lock journey. You do not need a lot of products. If you choose to use conditioner, a lightweight conditioner will do. And some type of oil that works well for your scalp and your hair. And that's really it. Expect to do low manipulation styles or no styles at all. If you are a person who likes to style your hair or you want to style your locks in the very beginning of your lock journey, you may want to consider low manipulation styles or no styles at all. Because when you have baby locks and you're constantly tugging and pulling on them, you could really mess up the lock. You could cause it to be all bumpy. You can cause it to become unraveled. You can even cause some thinning in that lock and around your edge line. So you want to be very careful when you're choosing styles for your locks. Another thing to expect when starting locks is dryness. And I talked about this a lot. I think in my 2, 3, and 4 month lock journey update, I talked about how my scalp was very itchy, my scalp was very dry. Biggest thing that helped with the dryness and the itchiness of my locks in the very beginning of my journey was using Jamaican black castor oil on my scalp. The dryness and the itchiness was real, especially around month 2, month 3. It was crazy. And I also think the dryness came from using the wrong products. This isn't really an expectation, but it is a little tip. And the tip is to develop some type of wash day regimen. Please make every effort to keep your scalp clean. This will alleviate a lot of dryness, a lot of itchiness, a lot of buildup. And it won't be buildup from products, it'll be dirt buildup and mold and mildew. Unfortunately, that's what can happen if you don't take the time to properly care for your locks. Another thing to expect is please have patience. I tell you guys, like, I have patience. I don't have patience. I have patience for nothing. Patience who, patience what, patience where. I have no patience. This journey is definitely teaching me patience. It's teaching me to trust the process, to trust the journey. Because in the beginning of my lock journey, I'm not even gonna lie, I was like, what in the world is going on with my hair? Like, what is this? A lot of times, a lot of people get discouraged when they aren't seeing the changes that everyone else is seeing in their locks. I know I definitely felt that way. I'm like, why isn't my hair budding? I'm 7 months locked. Where's the growth? Where's the changes? Where is this? Where is that? Every person's lock journey is very, very unique, and you cannot compare yourself to someone else. And you're gonna have days where you don't always feel pretty. You're gonna have days you don't always feel confident. But I'm telling you, like, you blink and you're already 7 months locked, or you blink and you're a year locked, 2 years locked, 3 years locked, and you're gonna be looking back like, what in the world? I've learned a lot in my journey, and I hope you have learned a lot. And if you are getting ready to start your journey, this is me telling you, you will learn a lot about your hair and yourself. So guys, that wraps up this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.
It's fine, 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 fine. It's alright. Had a dream last night that the world stopped turning.